So I've been struggling with phone addiction for years, and I've tried just about everything to get over it. And honestly, some stuff worked really well, other things not so much. And I keep landing on like 3 major shifts or things, whatever you want to call them. 3 things I've been doing that always keep me grounded, keep me off my phone, not doom scrolling. And I feel like it's very sustainable and not a lot of people are talking about it. So I want to share what these 3 shifts are I've been doing. So I hope this helps, because for me, like, that feeling sucks. Like, I hated being stuck in my phone and watching like hours, weeks, like, man, so much time going by. Like, look at that. You know what I mean? Like, I've been obsessing over this stuff. So I'm excited to share this and see what you think. I forgot to say the 3 shifts kind of stack on top of each other. They go 1 layer deeper than the one before. They're meant to kind of like snowball off each other. And the 3rd one is kind of like the nail in the coffin to be good long term. So make sure you watch them in order. Okay, so the first one is kind of a combo of 2 things. I'm calling it the hard block. That name is up for debate. But it's kind of a combo of removing your phone out of the room that you're in, that you're trying to do stuff. So I'm just going to take this phone, and I'm trying to cook right now in the kitchen. Okay, so my phone is gone, because I know the smartest people in the world are trying to make apps and phones super addictive, and our primitive brains like can't handle it. Or my primitive brain, your brain's fine. And then replacing it with like singular technology. So in the kitchen, I want to listen to music. So I've got like a boom box to play tunes. In the bedroom, I've got an alarm clock for my alarm. If I want to work out, I've got like an old little AirPod I use for music when I'm running or going to the gym. Fully removing the phone is so good. It's so easy and like dumb, but it works. It really works. And I already know what you're going to say. Like, you get FOMO and you want to be on social media to see what's going on in the world. And I haven't fully cut out social media. Obviously, I like making videos and I like YouTube and I like watching other people's videos. I've just gotten really intentional with social media. I give myself like an hour, let's say, at the end of the day. Instead of watching TV, sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'm just going to binge YouTube for an hour, and I like get it out of my system. But during the day, obviously, I want to do other things, see friends, work out, get my work done, all of these things. I hope that makes sense. The second one for me was about replacing kind of the void. I like removed a phone out of the room that I was doing stuff. So whenever I wanted to like reach for my phone or be distracted or something, I just like reintroduced all this kind of maybe like childhood stuff, or just like things that I love doing that I was missing. Like, I bought a used guitar because I used to love guitar. I bought some puzzles and like sketchbooks because I like to draw and do puzzles, and just like left a bunch of that stuff. I needed projects, like things to do. But here's the reality. Like, it's hard at the beginning because I wasn't like addicted to drawing again or playing guitar. So these things took me some repetition, but like the more I just kept grabbing my guitar or drawing or little things like this, I slowly started to get kind of like re-addicted to them. And that's kind of the fun part, is it's going to be different for everyone. Like, everyone's got their own projects that they like working on. A key thing here is making it really easy to do all this stuff. That's why I like leaving it around the house, whether it's like sketchbooks or journals on the coffee table or a guitar or all these other things, and just making it as easy as possible to have other stuff that's fun to do. All right, so that brings us to our 3rd one, and stick with me. This one is super powerful, but I gotta kind of explain it a little bit. It's basically meditating, just like 2 to 5 minutes a day. And hear me out. It's all about the microdosing meditating, because I always thought it'd be really hard to meditate for like long periods of time, but even just 2 to 5 minutes a day has made a massive difference. I know there's some science somewhere that explains how it like changes your brain, makes you more present and more like aware of things. And the reasoning behind why I did this was because a big problem for me with the phones is I was so passive. Like, I didn't even realize all this time was going by. And I know the apps are kind of designed, like especially Reels and Shorts, where you're just scrolling and scrolling. It's not even really asking you permission to show you stuff. You're just kind of getting lost and you lose track of time and what you're even doing. And then like hours go by and you feel really bad after. So my thought was to start meditating, to just be a little more present and more aware of my actions and what I was doing. And I found even just after a few days, it started to make a really big difference. And it helped in 2 really big ways. The first one is I was way more aware of when I craved my phone or when I wanted something. I was a lot more aware of my actions and like noticing things, which was kind of a pleasant surprise to start feeling that benefit. And then the other big thing it did is it started to make me feel way more okay with just sitting and having nothing. Like, by meditating, I started to feel really comfortable with sort of boredom and not having my phone, like sitting on the bus for an hour without my phone, or going to the park and just like sitting in the grass and looking at the trees. Like, it sounds kind of crazy, right? But like, by meditating in just tiny amounts every day, I've now just suddenly become more okay with sort of sitting there. And in those moments, I realized it actually wasn't boring at all. Like, my body was trying to tell me all of these things that I've been suppressing with my phone for years. And it's no wonder I was like depressed and anxious and stressed, because I've just been suppressing like what my body's been trying to tell me. And now, by being more comfortable just sitting with nothing, I kind of realized like what my body's trying to tell me, what I need. Maybe I need to go for a run, or maybe I need to see some friends or some family. Yeah, just being way more in tune and aware of like what I need has totally crushed a lot of struggles I had previously with like anxiety and depression, which I know is at like a record-breaking high around the world. And to be honest, I kind of realize now, like, no wonder all of like anxiety, depression is so high, because we're all, distracting ourselves, or a lot of people are distracting themselves with their phones, me included. And it just feels so much better. And for me, the kind of like entryway into fixing all that was just like 2 to 5 minutes a day of sitting and meditating. And that's super easy, that, you can do anywhere. It's actually gotten to the point where I like meditating so much that now I do like 10 minutes every morning. But honestly, even 2 minutes a day made a huge difference after like a few days, maybe a week. So the third shift was pretty cool, because I didn't even need those distractions as much anymore. Once I started being more okay with just chilling and having nothing. So that's pretty much it. I hope you liked that video, and I hope you liked those 3 shifts. Please don't hesitate to share your thoughts in the comments, or if you've been trying some other things, it's always cool to hear from you. So please share those things. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.